Whether you think artificial intelligence with artificial neural networks,
You believe they are intelligent?
advanced artificial intelligence possible, and so change the world.
Obvious questions about AI. We hear it might save mankind. We hear it might destroy mankind.
Nowadays, the use of AI has been really common. People will have a lot of things to do in their daily lives, and they're all assisted by the AI. If you're a graphic designer, you will have a lot of challenges when you're trying to finish your job. You've got a deadline, and your client will wait for you about the result. And after giving the result, sometimes you need to revise, and sometimes the client will accept your work, so you don't need to revise it. However, not only having the pressure and being in a hurry because of the deadline, you will have some other challenges like you're confused about choosing which kind of graphic designing elements that you will choose. So you're confused and you don't have partner and you don't know what to choose because they're all good, and it will make you slower and it will take your time longer. So you will need someone to discuss about what kind of graphic designing elements that you will choose. You can use AI to cope with that problem. You can ask AI about what elements that you will choose, because not only giving you the suggestion and recommendation, AI also give you the elaborations, like when you are choosing some particular elements, and then the AI will give you the argument why did they choose that elements. You can consider faster and you won't waste your time any longer because you have the AI to discuss with you as the discussion partner. And then if you're a student, you need to get a good mark. And one of the best way to get it is understanding all of the lesson that your teacher has taught you. But sometimes it's gonna be really difficult for you because sometimes you wanna try to learn by yourself at home maybe. You don't have your teacher. When you don't understand, you have no one to ask about that lesson. But if you are in the classroom, it's gonna be way easier because you have your teacher and you can ask your teacher about the lesson that will be difficult for you, and then the teacher answers that and you understand the lesson. But when you try to use AI, you will be free from that kind of problems because AI has a lot of information in its database. So if you have the questions and you cannot answer the questions, you can ask AI because AI can give you the answers for your questions, and it will help a lot. So you can practice your lessons anywhere. Whenever you want to practice, you can do that because you have AI, and AI will help you. And it doesn't make you like a lazy person. It will give you the answer and don't explain anything for you, because you can also ask some different ways of explanations, and you can choose the explanations that is best for you and make you understand easily. When you want to learn a new language, you need to focus yourself and you need to keep your mood in learning that language, because not all people can do that. They just have a lot of difficulties doing that. When they are trying to pronounce the word of the language, they will get difficult. So it's gonna be really frustrating for them because they don't know that language previously. When you use AI, you can make your learning process way more fun and faster because you can ask AI for some learning method that suitable your way of learning. And you also can ask AI to make the learning plan for you, and then you can get a really good learning process. However, innovation don't always get good responses because some people will disagree with it and they will try to use the obsolete ways. In the past, there are a lot of innovations that can help people with their activities, but they are firstly not accepted. For example, when car was created, people just disagree with the existence of that innovations. People just prefer to ride the horse to go anywhere. Beside that, when light bulbs were created, people also criticized and they just think that light bulbs will be dangerous for Earth and it's gonna be dangerous for the nature. But right now we can see that people use the car and the light bulbs are in their houses. So although there are a lot of refusal, they still be really useful for the humankind. And right now it is similar to AI. People were just afraid that AI will take over a lot of opportunities that humans have. They don't want AI takes over their source of income because when AI can do their job and then they will get kicked.
Save mankind. We hear it might destroy mankind.
At the end of the day, AI is still just a tool. You may have a knife in your house, or maybe you've got a car in your garage. They're just your tools. Maybe you want to peel a fruit using the knife. It's going to be really useful for you. It will help your work. And it's also the same with the car. When you're trying to go somewhere and you want to bring your family to go around, and then it's going to be really useful for you. It helps you a lot to move you from one place to another place. But when you're trying to do something bad using that tools, it's gonna be really dangerous when you use the knife to hurt someone. Or maybe you're also using the car to crash that to some public place and maybe to crash that to another vehicles. It's gonna be really dangerous. It will cause some traffic crash. It is similar when you're trying to use AI. Maybe you wanna write and maybe you wanna have some graphic designing project and you use AI to help you and make your work faster and discuss brilliant ideas using the AI. You will get better in your job and you will have a good result because of that, because you don't use your own ability, because you have some assistant and AI can help you to make a really good result. But when you're trying to use AI in some particular ways, maybe you want to write some hate speech and post that to social media, it's going to be really dangerous. So it depends on how you use that. It depends on who uses that tool. If the knife is used by the bad person, evil person, and then it's going to be really dangerous. And it's going to be the same with AI. If it is used by some kind person and he tries to help people using AI, and then it's gonna be really good. Instead of thinking that AI is dangerous and think that AI will take the human opportunities in their job, there is something more important than that, because in professional field we need to have the ability. We need to have a really good skill in our expertise. Maybe we're an accounting personnel, or maybe we're a back-end engineer, or maybe software engineer, and then we need to be able to do our task properly. And then it's not about the AI that will take our opportunities, because AI is still just a tool. As long as we can use that in a proper way, we will get a good result. And the problem here is people just try to say that AI is dangerous, AI will take over the human opportunities, but they don't think about their own abilities. Are they good enough in their field? And they just forget that the ability is mandatory. When they're in some particular professional field, they need to be able to do their task in a good way. They need to be good in their field. And then watching this video is just a step ahead for you when you try to know what's the real problem in our society is, and you want to know the thing that we have forgotten, because we just try to blame something outside of ourselves. We don't see inside ourselves. So right now we need to see inside ourselves. Do we have a skill? Do we have the experience? So it is really important. And thank you.